Amazing. Yes, it's Cornish falling in the footsteps of our football if you try to
Yeah.
Sure. I'll put my...
David, we're here in Greenwich. Just speaking, we've got like the whole squad here. Well, not the whole, but quite a few people here that are about. We're about to go into Greenwich town market and the Cutty Sark and whatever, and just speak to a bunch of business. But we're on top of, next to the General Wolfe statue, next to the observatory, and we're just admiring the view. What do you think about today?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to today. Look, great turnout here, loads of people. We're getting support everywhere we've been out so far. We've been out a few times to lots of markets, and it's been fantastic. So I'm looking forward to going down to Greenwich, and obviously here we're at the stop of the Greenwich Park next to the observatory. Beautiful park, beautiful observatory next to us, but behind us we've got a huge load of skyscrapers behind us. I mean, I haven't been here for a while, and the view has totally changed from last time I was here, which was only a few years ago. London's skyline has just been altered beyond recognition, and I don't like it. I think London has historically and traditionally been a low-rise city, and I think that's the way it should stay. I mean, obviously it's not anymore in central London, but I really don't want loads more tower blocks going up, and turning into something like Tokyo on Thames. I think we need to maintain London's historical and traditional aspects and character. To end it, and also make sure the police do what they want to do, cutting crime rather than hassling people, and getting the roads open. So that's my programme in a nutshell.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Open liberal society.
We're in Greenwich here. There's a bunch of how would you say it? Street safe spaces. It's a car that's literally behind us had to do a U-turn, and because he probably doesn't realise that, or she doesn't realise that there is one of Khan's lovely flower pot disguised roadblocks. What do you think about this?
Look at the sign. It says Street Space for London, Mayor of London, Transport for London. This is Sadiq Khan's doing. If I'm there, I'm going to get rid of this straight away, and I'm going to get rid of all of these other things that they're putting in around London, which are blocking the roads. It's a disaster for motorists. It's a disaster for businesses in London who can't get through to deliver their goods. It's also really bad for emergency vehicles, because ambulances, fire engines, police vehicles can't get through if they need to attend an emergency. I mean, the thinking behind this is absolutely insane. They need to go. So please vote David Kurten for Mayor, Heritage Party for Assembly, to get rid of these ridiculous barriers.
We're outside one of the theatres in Greenwich, and obviously it's closed. What do you think about the arts? What do you think how the lockdown's been on the arts?
Well, it's just absolutely awful. I mean, for a start, you can't drive down this road because they put a block down there. And the theatre in Greenwich is just great, and especially during Easter holidays, they have children's shows on which you can come to. Or they should have had children's shows on, and I just think it's spoilt Greenwich really not having the theatre here.
Mm. You're a local Greenwich resident as well, obviously, so
yes,
this has obviously affected you as well.
It has.
Yeah,
it has.
And it's amazing because just here as well, like I said, I mean, David's over there at the moment. Literally a car just tried to come down here and didn't realise, obviously, that one of Sadiq Khan's, and, let's be honest, the Conservatives are in favour of it as well. They didn't realise that these blockades were here, so the roads had to take a U-turn, had to do a really sort of dodgy U-turn in order to get here, about sort of not a 3-point turn, more like a sort of 10-point turn, in order to turn around and go back out again. So obviously myself, Barbara,
road along, you can't come down that either. So everybody's forced onto the main road.
Exactly.
And they're going 0 miles an hour to get to Greenwich.
So myself, Barbara, and David over there, we're all candidates, and obviously for the London Assembly, and obviously David as well as Mayor. But vote for the Heritage Party, because we want to get rid of all this madness. Don't trust the Conservatives.
Bike lanes, you've got like a space for a car, and either way, and you've got traffic lights for bikes, and it's just not being used as it should be anyway.
I know,
it's just a waste of money.
A lot of these bike lanes are like, they take up a whole lane, don't they? And
They've got 2 lanes.
Yeah, I know, it's even worse, isn't it? And only 1 lane for cars.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So it's mostly when all the emergency.
Yeah.
This shop has allowed us to put the leaflets there in support of David, aren't they?
Should I show you something?
And I
I saw the blue and thought they were Tories about to punch them in the nose.
I know Suey. I used to have a shopping suit. He's been around in suit in a very long time before he was about.
Yeah.
He ain't nice enough. He ain't a good man.
Okay, you know him from before, yeah.
We're in Greenwich.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in the morning, I cut through.
Why has he done all of that? Is that all
Traffic.
about
Like, I was sitting in traffic for about
traffic?
We saw that barrier they put up, the sort of road barrier.
Well, in certain areas, they're just taking them down, aren't they? I mean, I know I live in Stoke and they take them down around that area, but they might take them down to Lewisham. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to tolerate it.
Yeah, that's good.
You know.
I'll take them down. On there, I'll take them down.
causing more congestion.
Yeah.
With traffic jam.
Exactly, yeah, I know.
So you're going to try and go for mayor, are you?
I'm going from there. You've got my leaflet, haven't you? So yeah, I'm standing from there. I'm in the booklet if you see me come through the letterbox.
As we can see here, more street narrowing. So even though, if you look down the road here, massive traffic in Greenwich, all of these are here, street narrowing things, and it's causing massive digestion, ironically causing more pollution. But Sadiq Khan and the Conservatives, let's be honest, they all think it's a good idea, and the Greens, and probably the Lib Dems. So that's why we can't vote for these people anymore. See, this is what these street narrowing, what these do, don't they, David? Like, what they do.
So if you want to cross the road here in Greenwich, it's a real...
This way.
how you cross the road
In Greenwich.
You can't. Under David Kurten, it'll be a lot easier.
I feel as though, David, we need to stand here and actually count how many cyclists actually use these street narrowing thing.
We got the street space, which is supposedly to make extra road space for pedestrians, but apart from myself and Barbara here, there's nobody is actually using this as a pedestrian. So this space should go back to cars being allowed to use it, because you know.
Well, we've been here for almost a minute now, and where's the cyclists? Where's this demand? Where's the?
There should be 2 lanes. There's 1 lane.
I mean, look at this bus here, like 180, all of this traffic. You know, like this is insane. I mean, like there's no demand. You know, don't be wrong. I like cycling and stuff, but I'm sorry, there is no demand for cyclists. Do you know what I mean? We could stay here for about a good 5 minutes waiting and counting.
It's absolutely crazy. So you can just see the madness of the situation here. This is happening not just in Greenwich, but it's happening all over London. We need to just get back to normal. No new normal, no ridiculous barriers that are narrowing road space for vehicles, causing congestion, as you can see behind me. Let's end this madness. Get rid of the barriers. Vote Kurten for Mayor. Heritage Party for Assembly, please.
This post. Well, hang on a minute. I didn't think it was that kind of video. Yeah, but okay. We're currently in Greenwich Market, as you can see, like here, and we're currently we're just enjoying some post-campaigning booze at the Admiral Hardy here, like that. How do you think the day's gone?
It's been really good, actually. Fantastic. Greenwich is a beautiful place. We met a lot of great people. I mean, in the market here, you know, the big issues again are the roads. The vehicles can't get through. People don't like these road barriers that are going around all over London. People are worried about the effect of the ULEZ extension, because this is very near the South Circular Road, and people are going to have to pay £12.50 a day just to drive to work and stuff. So people don't want that, and if I'm the mayor, obviously I won't implement it. So those are some of the things. People are against the lockdown as well. Businesses, again, we hear they look good now because, you know, shops are non-essential shops, as they say, are allowed to open, but we need to make sure there's no more lockdown ever. And you know, as London Mayor, I'm going to be reminding police of their oath, which is to uphold fundamental human rights and freedoms, not to interfere with freedom of assembly, freedom of protest, freedom to trade, and freedom just to meet your friends in a public place and say hello and have a coffee.
Excellent, thank you.